So I grew up in a town called Newcastle, Washington, like 15 minutes away from Seattle, and it's kind of a small town. It's gotten bigger over the years, but back when I grew up there, it was like everybody kind of knew each other, and it was a good small community.
My earliest memories are when we moved to Gig Harbor, Washington. Gig Harbor is great. It gets a lot of hate from my teammates because that's just because they don't know any better. We just recently got a bowling alley, so I mean that just shows kind of how small it is.
My dad played in the big leagues, so he got me started when I was really young. Like he had me just out on a field when I was like before I could even walk.
Baseball was a lot of fun. Before high school, I went up to Bremerton, 2 or 3 years there, and then I came back and played for the hometowns, the Gig Harbor Narrows, and I played for John Fuller. He's the head coach there, and he's been great to me. He's the main reason I got recruited, and he kind of got me out there.
So I always wanted to go out of state, just as far away from Seattle as I could, just to try to like be on my own, see what it was like, and I always liked the idea of a bigger school. Coach Savage taught me in area codes, and then he gave me a call in the beginning of my senior year and went on my official out here, and that's kind of how I saw the campus here, really liked it, and decided I wanted to go here. My dad played baseball here, and then my mom went to a community college first and then transferred here. They both really loved it here, so I've always just been a UCLA fan.
My recruitment story is a little interesting because originally I was committed to Washington State, and so I committed my sophomore year, and I was set on going to Washington State, and then there was a change in coaching there, and my parents and I were thinking, whoa, what's going on? So I decommitted from Washington State. 6 months go by, and I just kept playing baseball, and I ended up making the area code teams. Came down to Long Beach, played there, and Coach Ward came out and saw me, and he said that I'd be a great fit and took me on campus, and I loved it here. I got this feeling that this was the place to be. I
did a few camps down here when I was in high school, and my grandparents live in Pasadena, so it's not too far away. And well, my dad was managing in the minor leagues down here, so I spent the summers down here with him, so it felt pretty familiar to me.
It's not as big of an adjustment as you would think. My teammates helped me with the different social aspects. Everyone dresses different down here. I used to wear basketball shorts every day, and all of a sudden that was a big taboo here, and so I just pick up on little funny things like that.
It's really good to have teammates that are so like accepting to people just like that they didn't know before, because most of them played with each other at some point back in high school or before that, and so it's really good to be able to just come in and like join a really cohesive group of guys. It's kind of cool because I get to meet like other guys' families, and like I get to talk to their parents more and stuff because mine aren't here.
Well, they're pretty much mine now. They've all taken me under their wings because they know that my parents can't always make it out. My parents make it out probably 2 or 3 times a year, but all the other home series, the Idens, the Kreidlers, and all these other families have been really great to me, and they love seeing me, and I love seeing them too, and so they're always there if I need them.
And like, although it would be kind of cool if like my parents were here and got to meet all the other parents, it's kind of cool just to like almost be a part of a bunch of different families.
For them to go back to the state of Washington and play in front of their family and friends, and it's always a neat deal when you go back in somebody's hometown or home state.
It was really nice. I got to see my mom and my sister. Went home for dinner one night. It was just really good to get back home, to see my family again.
Oh, it was great. It was like a homecoming. I had 20 or 30 people at every game cheering me on. I didn't get to go home. Gig Harbor is still 45 minutes from UW, so that was out of the picture, but just the sky's a little bit bluer in Seattle, so I liked it.